day, student at home. It's time for history class. We have been looking at the centralized states before 1800. Today we want to look at the Hausa states up to 1800. We have 3 lesson objectives. The first one, we want to trace the traditions of origin of the Hausa land. Where did they actually come from? The next one, we'll look at the socio-political organization of the Hausa land. Then we'll look at the effect of Islam in Hausa land before 1800. And if time permits, we are going to look at the economic activities of the pre-colonial Hausa people. Now, where did the Hausa people come from? Then we have 2 sources to know where they actually came from. We have the Daura and the Kanu sources. But we are using the Kanu sources or chronicle to trace the origin of the Hausa people. The Hausa people came from Baghdad. Bayegida was a prince in Baghdad. His father's name was Abdullahi. The father was the king, he was a prince, but there was a quarrel between Bayegida and Abdullahi. He left Baghdad for Bonu. When he got to Bonu, he got married to one of the daughters of the Mai. Mai here means king. But there was this plan to kill him. Because of that, he fled. He fled to Daura. In Daura, there was this major problem there. There was a mysterious king and snake that would not allow the Daura people to fetch water in the only source of water in that village. He helped them to kill that snake. Because of that, the queen of Daura fell in love with him, and they gave birth to a son called Bawo. Bawo, in return, gave birth to 14 sons that formed the 14 Hausa states. He gave birth to 7 legitimate sons called Hausa Bankwa, and he gave birth to another 7 illegitimate sons called Banza Bankwa, that is bastardized sons. These 14 form the Hausa states. Let's move to the socio-political organization of Hausa land. The first thing we need to know is that the head of the central government was the king. We call it Shaki. He was the king. He had councillors that helped him, like Galadima, Madawaki. These people helped him in the administration of the land. The alkali were people trained to work in the courts. So they were trained to work in the court. However, the court of the king was the supreme one. Taxation and revenue. They had various means of getting money through taxes. Then they have local government, where the king appointed some people to head this position. Effect of Islam in Hausa land before 1800. The first thing we need to take note of is that Islam promoted unity. Despite the 14 sons of Bawo, that the 14 sons were from a parent, Bawo, they never loved one another. It was when Islam came that Islam promoted unity among them. Introduction of Arabic education. The Hausa people were exposed to reading and writing, however, in Arabic. Arabic culture was imbibed. The way they dressed, the language, and the rest. Scholars were used by kings as teachers, counselors, and judges. Let's look at the economy of Hausa state. Number 1, agriculture. Number 2, local industries like leather industries and the rest. The trans-Saharan trade between the Hausa people and the North Africa. The North Africa at this time was well advanced. But because they traded with the Hausa people learned a lot from them. And also kola nut trade. This is how we are going to end today's teaching. We will meet in our Google class And the next topic, we'll be looking at the Benin Kingdom. Thank you.